Hello everyone and welcome back to the Viking Conquest. So, in the last one I think we got this armor. Yeah, when we talked to that one dude at his farm. But unfortunately, I'm a little bit ahead from, or a good amount ahead from where we last left off. Not too much has happened, I just essentially talked to the king. And then now the assembly is happening. So, yeah. I recorded about like 20 minutes worth of footage, but then, yeah, shit happened, and then had to get rid of it. But anyways, not much has happened, so we're just gonna head to the assembly. Actually, we could level you up. Oh, your engineering skills are already high. Sure. Then, alright. Don't know. Then myself. Ooh. I don't know, Iron Flesh. And then Power Draw. Sure. Save. And then now we're gonna head to assembly. In a setting reminiscent of times past when men lifted huge rocks to venerate their dead or glorify their gods, meets the assembly. As you approach, you hear more clearly hundreds of voices distinguish the tents and the smell of food from the merchant stands. The assembly, or the thing, is not just the meeting where issues are discussed and where judgments are made, but also an event where people around go to exchange news or sell their products. Let's approach this place. Oh, things over here. About to say, this ain't really grand or anything, there's just a few houses. Still, this ain't very grand either. Head over here. Oh, there's stalls. And a lot of rocks. And eagle, get away from me. Get away from me. No. My lord, you must hurry to join the king. Follow me. Okay. Guess I have to. I want to like get a bit of food. Sigurd shouts, I have more than 800 men ready to go to England and support my brothers, but all I hear are obstacles to these men embarking as Vikings. King Hork yells, Sigurd, we don't prevent them embarking these men. In fact, we are unhappy that they have not already left. Svanborg shouts, these men will embark when they have the proper leader. Guthorm was not to be their leader. Their leader was to be my brother Oliver Whitehair, but was killed. Oh shit, the thing has begun. Okay. Hail, Tristan Kotor. He looks worried. Why have you been so long in coming? Sigurd Ragnarsson is looking strong. No matter. They are also awaiting your arrival, which means that maybe I should not have sent for you. I suspect they have some ploy along. Sigurd Ragnarsson has complained of 800 men who cannot board because I will not let him lead them. That much is true because I propose that Guthorm lead them. The problem is that Guthorm some days ago suffered the misfortune to have been killed on his farm. They accuse outlaws and criminals of burning down his house whilst he was hosting a feast inside. I think that it was Sven Bullneck, the proud man of Sigurd's herd, who did it, but I have no evidence or witnesses. Everything and everyone was burned with that house. Everything taken together, the situation is quite serious. Since Guthrum is dead, Sigurd is pushing hard to gain control of those 800 men. I fear he wishes to use them to take my throne. I do not care about your promise. I'm here for my mother. We'll see. Sigurd is the most cunning of all the children of Ragnar. Harold seems tense, his features hardened and eyes watchful. He protects his lord as close as a shadow. Greetings, Tristan Kotor. Sven Bullneck has permission to speak to an assembly. Let's see what that rat has to say. Silence. Let's see what that snake has to say. Sven Bullneck appears determined. Men of Denmark, you know me. When I was little more than a child, I was with Ragnar when he sacked Francia with 120 ships and more than 4,000 men. An adventure that the Skald still relates. I am the man who led 400 Vikings Wessex, the strongest kingdom of England, to obtain great fame and wealth. Therefore, men fear me across Fries, England, and Francia. But here in Denmark, they rightfully respect and love me. I had a brother, Olvir Whitehair, a better man than me. He was a man of honor, loved by the gods, but in prime of life he was murdered. Now the kings protect his murderer. I've never demanded anything of the assembly, but now I call for justice. It is right that his murderer be here among us, or that a king protects evil. Shall murderers go unpunished in this land? Sven Bolnek has tears in his eyes as he points with an accusing finger at you. Eagle whispers, it's what we expected. They used you to attack King Horik and undermine his authority. One judge near the big rock looks first at Sven and Jarl Sigurd, then at you, and King Horik then speaks. Everyone knows your worth, Sven Bolnek, and the feats you've done in the past, but your words seem to indicate that a king could support a murderer. This charge is very grave. The assembly shall now listen to King Horik's response. Jeez, a lot of reading. Sven insults me. I've never protected nor ever protected a murderer. If that were right, what I was doing was in ignorance. Tristan Kortor came to me for protection as a free man, and I gave it to him after he proved his worth. The story he told about the death of Olvir Whitehair is quite different. Now it is time for the accused to speak on the matter. Says Kratos, my name is Tristan Thor. Olvir Whitehair tried to kill me at the behest of his brother, Sven Bolnek. I was at peace on Olt's farm where I had gone by agreement with Sigurd Reinerson. Present here today, Olvir Whitehair came there with several men to try to kill me. As I also take strong issue with such a project, it was Olvir who died. I asked you, who did Sven send if he is the one who wants to get rid of me? I think it's because he fears me. Despite all of his bold words, he is, in fact, a coward who attacks defenseless ships and hides behind the cloak of his lord. Well spoken. I think you've left him speechless. Okay. We have heard both parties. It's time to call witnesses. Eagle comes forward. I'm Eagle. You all know me here, and may the gods damn me if I lie. I was at Ol's farm when Olvir Whitehair came. My father, King Horik, is always concerned about what happens in his land. He compelled me to travel to Tristan Kotor. Olvir Whitehair came with many men. I swear it was he who started the fight. Olvir died a good death, but he was the one who had caused the melee. Tristan Kotor is guilty of murder. The judges confer among themselves for a moment, and then the spokesman speaks. We have heard from a witness. Thank you, Eagle. Sven Bolnek, do you have any witnesses? Oh, Sven Bolnek. I had an important witness, Ulf Thorinson, but he has not come to the assembly. Another man told me how my brother was killed, but he will not testify in this case. We'd like to hear from the Jarls in attendance. What are your opinions? In my opinion, Tristan Kotor was guilty of murdering Olvir Whitehair. I do not have enough information to assess for or against. Oh dear. I, Sigurd Reinerson, ask permission to speak because when my father was alive, over times changed rather than some men. Now this assembly is but a toy in the hand of a king. That man Tristan is only a pawn of larger forces. While Sigurd continues his speech, Harold approaches King Horik. His face tenses, soft voice. My king, Sigurd, snake in the eye, is not here to deal with Tristan Kotor. He wants you. He wants the throne as he feared. Eagle moves his hands nervously, his forehead beaded with sweat. Father, we should cut short Sigurd's speech. Tristan Kotor must admit his guilt and be punished for it by the assembly. He must be sacrificed and point out, or you may lose your throne. Sigurd Snake in the Eye is a shrewd man. He would not openly attack you in the assembly if he did not have the upper hand. Do not rush to action, King Horik. Sigurd has nothing. Atli is dead. You speak wisely. I approve and agree with your words. We must not do anything that will cost us the respect of the assembly. The balance of power is very delicate here, and the Jarls are very important. We need to see what Sigurd has against us. Jeez, a lot of reading. Sven, a witness of Ulf Thorson, who would have agreed that Olvir was murdered, but King Horus. I had another man, Lee Eriksson, who was very faithful and dear to me, and trusted him with the mission of protecting important evidence for us, but King Horus said, so good Ryerson, you talk a lot, insult and offend my honor, but you lack evidence or your witness. This will not end well for you. Let him finish. All of us here want to know what is happening. I just defend my honor. What the hell's that? Sorry? Not sure if that's a mosquito or not. Yes, he has the right and permission to speak. If he proves what he speaks of it, it may be time to change the kingship. King Hork is good king. You better be able to prove this, Sigurd. Everything will come in time, but first I want to continue with my assertion that the problem is much bigger than we think. 800 Vikings already embarked for England in aid from my brothers. We could have been talking about more than 1,200 men, but the Jarl Kedmir promised me more than 400, but King Hork sent Tristan to freeze to sabotage this treaty. As if that were not enough, the king then proposed that Guthrum lead these men, when I was the one that made all the effort to gather them and get the boats and provisions. Sigurd Ryerson, your accusation versions, do you have any evidence or witnesses who can confirm what you say? Yes, there's a man who has traveled with Sigurd Tristan who is among us and willing to testify. His name is Reginald, servant of the Jarl Kedmir. Reginald. Yes, right. I met Tristan first when he tried to gain the trust of Jarl Kedmir. Then he betrayed the Jarl Kedmir and came to Denmark, where he pursued Sven and Sigurd Ryerson, as he hates them as enemies. So Oliver and Ellie were killed, and he allied with King Hork. I swear it is the truth. My core is not with you, Ego. Theoden was like a brother to me, and Tristan lied to me in order to take him and kill him. Theoden? I want Tristan to trust and promise that one day I would avenge Theoden's death, and that day has come. I just want to be happy, have a foreign life, but Tristan brings only misfortune. Wherever he goes, I need to feel protected. Sigurd has promised me everything. You betrayed Theodore, now you're betraying me. You are a curse, Reginald. Don't know this man named Roger. I suspect he is a liar bought by Sigurd. At any rate, dispute his testimony is not against me, but against Tristan, since he has no way has mentioned me or shown that I have helped Tristan in my misdeeds. This is all that Sigurd Ryerson has against me. I asked the assembly for a compensation for the insult of my honor. The gods know that you are eliminating my evidence and witnesses when you sent your dog after Ellie Eriksson and Ulf Thorson. This man was with Tristan. He could testify to you that you were involved. This man Virgin tells the truth. Everything happened. I say Virgin Heart is a liar blinded by hatred. First of all, Virgin Heart betrayed his master. Theodore has now. He betrays me. Would any man keep a known enemy in his herd? This man just demonstrated that he cannot be trusted. Now this is a very delicate matter that may affect the stability of the kingdom. The judges shall retire and deliberate for a moment. Around you support gauges, some support King Hork, others support this assembly may be the civil war trigger to start on everything. You realize that no one approaches you, everyone avoids you like a plague. You are aware that also nobody gave you the opportunity to present the case of the abduction of your mother. You feel you have not been more than a piece in the game of between the powerful man and Denmark. The judges are slow. Odin, may our judgment reach your ears, and may those who do not comply and are punished by hell. We have the silent falling. In the case of death over white hair, this assembly rules that your Skotor acted in self-defense and declares him innocent. What? This is not justice. This assembly pisses on the grave of my brother. Sigurd ran his footage Sven back and takes the floor. Sven won't accept the decision of the assembly. The assembly has spoken for gods and men. This quarrel has ended between these two men. Odin, Thor, and Frey have heard what is here. May they punish any who not fulfill their oaths. Regarding the case of the witness Colin, who has been accused of lying, the gods must decide his culpability as the accusation grade. The assembly has decided that will engage in homogang a duel into death on an island called Short. Within 6 days, 2 will go, but 1 will return. If one of them fails to show up, he will be declared a cow less than a man. This will be told by Skulls and Mr. Snow. Shoot. Do you wish to be? Nobody will follow you. Everybody here will be free to kill you. Moreover, you're agreeing with who has betrayed us. I argue that Slayer. They are back-ended by the gods. The sentence is a duel to discover the lodge. Skotor, you must choose. White March or defend him against Eagle. He's betrayed me. I accept the decision of the assembly too. I'm no liar, but I regret having been a traitor. I'm sorry, Skotor. Well, when the assembly is over, the important men of Denmark will come get you and take you to the short island to face your opponent. Odin, Thor, and Frey have heard what has been decided. May they punish any who do not fulfill their oaths. The assembly has also been decided on the major issue of the accusation against insults between King Hork and Jarl Sigurd can cause serious damage to Denmark. Therefore, this assembly of free men, which is above Jarls and kings and answers only to gods, has decided that reconciliation between the two must occur. King Hork will give Jarl a position as council among his most beloved men. Moreover, King Hork will pay 15,000 penningas to Conquest for all the efforts made by the organized expedition. In return, Jarl Sigurd shall remain by inviting him and not leaving. Therefore, fleet will depart England if you wish without further delay. Is furthermore, the artisan shall join as advisor Harold Haraldson as long as gods give him the victory in a home gang. Otherwise, Ego takes Skotor's place. And Herd, one or the other, should meet me in the mead hall of Ribe once the home gang is over. Another judge takes the floor and he shifts his gaze from one party to the next until he's silent. The assembly representing the gods is for these are the two parties, right? King Hork, Jarl Sigurd. I accept the judgment of the assembly. I will fulfill my part as has been decreed. I swear I will uphold and enforce it. Okay. And the setting of this. Okay. But I don't want to help frickin' these guys go and invade England, you know? Fuck these guys. It's over for them. Still save though. Shit. Oh, what was that? Okay. You know what? Okay. So, didn't really do anything. That was just a lot of reading, but because this video did go on for a while, I think I'm gonna call this one here and then just record afterwards. So, yeah. That's the assembly, guys. The long-awaited thing. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Sorry, my voice kind of started to give, and I was really monotone with all that reading. So apologies for that. It's way too much reading. So yeah. But if you did enjoy that reading, do leave a like and maybe subscribe. And I guess I'll catch you on the next one. Later.